we're going to focus a little more on footwork. So I already showed you how to do the box step or your basic stepping in Peekaboo boxing. So starting in your fighting stance, you're just gonna, if I go to move forward, I step, step. If I move back, step, step, move to the right, step, step, move to the left, step, step. Now we're gonna take it up a level and make it more explosive so where I can drive into my opponent faster with my punches or to get close to my opponent. So instead of going, when I go forward now, instead of step, step, where it's more relaxed, I'm gonna drive off that rear foot and explode forward with my footwork. I call it a drive. So when I'm here, I'm gonna drive forward. And I can do the same thing going backwards. Now I'm gonna push off my lead foot and drive backwards. So I go forward, drive backwards. Same thing if I'm gonna go to my right hand side. Instead of doing step, step, where it's more relaxed, I'm gonna do it more explosively and drive. I can drive and then go back the opposite way, drive. So this, to give you an example, is if I want to drive in hard and hit my opponent, I'm not going to step, step. I'm going to drive in, get my body weight and my momentum going to put more punching power into my attack or to get closer to my opponent more quickly. So again, if I do a box step, step, step. But if I do a drive, I'm going to drive forward, drive back, drive to the side, drive to the side. Very similar to what is called a leg spring in Peekaboo, where you're springing into motion, okay? When I'm just going forward and backwards and sidestepping, I call it more of a drive. I'm driving with my footwork. But if I want to cut the angle on my opponent, that's where I spring to the side. It's the same movement type, just I call it a different name. So again, one more time, I'm going to drive forward, drive backwards, drive to the side, drive to the side. And that is driving style footwork for Peekaboo.